Hello and welcome for another edition of Let's Play. My name is Bagdy and today we're going to be playing one of my all-time favorite games, Grim Fandango. This game is a gift I received when I was 8 years old, and unfortunately not even a couple of months after, the disc got cracked and I had to get a French version, so I never got to experience a real game. And now here's a remastered version after so many years. I'm really looking forward for it. I played a little bit of it and I love it already. It brings back so many nostalgic memories. So let's just dive in and play this game, and I'll comment on the things that I like so far from what I've seen, and I will comment on the game itself. And yeah, hopefully you get to try it. I'm so there's a place that you can get this game. It's on PSN for PS4 or Vita, or on Steam. Unfortunately, I don't have PS4 or Vita, so I'm happy that Steam got its own version. So here we go. So as the game will go on, I hope you'll be able to hear me. We'll have to adjust the sound or not. This is a LucasArts game. LucasArts, for those who don't know, is also the people behind
Sorry for the wait,
Star
Mr.
Wars.
Flores. I am ready to take you now.
Take me? Take me where?
Now, there's no need to be nervous.
So you get to play
Nervous?
as this
No.
Grim Reaper
Just your appearance.
Um,
It's a little intimidating.
in this world of
Intimidating
death,
me,
and
but I'm your
you're
friend.
like a
My name's
agent.
Manny Calavera.
You're-
I'm your new travel
you're-
agent.
I
as
don't want a new travel agent.
Spanish
I
Calaver
want to go
says,
home.
he's a travel agent.
You can't go home, Celso. You're dead.
So there's
But you're
people
not
who
alone.
come,
Everybody
when they die,
here
they
just
come
as
to
dead
this
as
travel
you.
agency,
That's
and
why
they
we call
get
it
a
the
plan
land
depending
of
of
the
how well
dead.
they live.
Are you ready for your
If
big
you are
journey?
crooked, corrupted,
No.
or did something bad, well, they don't
What
get a
journey?
good travel plan, and they have to
Four-year
make
journey of the
their
soul.
life
It is
a
quite
living
big
hell.
trip, and I can't lie
And
to you,
those
Celso. It
who
could
live a
be
good life
very
get a good trip,
dangerous.
a safe
Yes.
trip to,
Would you take that
I
money
guess,
you were buried
the
with
Cloud9.
and buy a better travel package from us? I mean, wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes,
it's
she's
like a living
beauty.
joke.
That compass
The guy
handle
that is not
sure
qualified
come
to
in
get
handy,
anything,
too.
so he gets just this,
Oh, you're going to have
this
a great
walking
trip.
stick with a
Wish I was going.
compass.
Why don't you?
To-
You could give me a lift.
Oh,
travel
I
the land
can't
of the
be here
dead
until I've
and
worked off a little
go to
debt
his
to the powers that
like
be.
eternal heaven,
service, eh?
Cloud9 kind of
Well,
style
I guess there are
life.
some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low life cases
And,
like
and the
yours,
joke is on
Menzo.
Manny, the main character, where he's just
Hey
living
Manny,
the life.
the boss told me to tell you not to
work.
leave early tonight. He wants to talk to you about something when he gets back from his trip.
That's Ava,
Tell
by the
Don
way.
not to
We'll get to
worry.
know a little bit about her
I'm
more
not going
later on.
anywhere. Especially not with clients like that. Where do they get
What's
these guys?
interesting is that these
They don't
characters
qualify for anything good, so I can't
are
sell anything
playing
good.
the same
Can't work
kind of
off my
characters they
time
had
and
when
I'm
they were
stuck.
alive. So like this guy's
Stuck selling
Hispanic,
walking sticks to a bunch of
and
burros for eternity.
biologically
I need
shows
better
how,
clients. I
you know,
need a real saint. I need a
they're
lead on a
mainly
rich,
short.
dead saint.
so the bones are short. So you have to wear those high heels to remain long. And mail's in.
¿Qué es esto?
You've got mail. I don't know if the sound is too loud for you guys and you can't hear me, so I will just reduce the sound right now. It's pretty cool. This has actually a special feature, director's commentary. You can change it to the original graphics. So and you can change it for 16:9 ratio for widescreen. But you may not want to do that because it might just distort by zooming in. You can also view the various cutscenes that you've already watched, you already seen in the game, and this also adds a new feature of concept art. And those who have like a star are the ones that haven't been used, kind of like deleted scenes, like this one. Of course, you can read your transcript and remember what happened in the game and see the credits. But let's just go to options. Let's just reduce this music. Sound effects, let's leave them up. Voice and movie volume, yeah, let's go down. Okay, that's done. So now you guys can hear me more. There's many ways you can control. I put the tank control, so you can control with the keyboard, or you can just everything do with the mouse. And when you click on the mouse on different items, you may see different functions. Like, see, it will give you like a view
Looks
of what
like
it
I got
is.
a message.
Like, she tells you like what's happening. Can you take it? And since the message, you can actually carry it. Some heavy things you won't be able to.
It's some sort of special work order.
To all agents from Office Manager Don Copel.
All right, you boneheads, thank your lucky stars and get to your friggin' cars. We have a mass poisoning on our hands. Too many dead to assign specific cases, so all clients are first come, first serve. So let's see some hustle out there.
Yeah. So yeah, the boss is kind of an asshole.
Whatever you say, Jefe.
What else I like about this is that now I'm older now and I understand more what's happening. Things makes more sense than when I was a kid. So I am re-experiencing everything. Like I never got the chance to. I understand more what's happening. For example, the poisoning. And when I was a kid, I was like, "What? They're going to go poison someone?" You'll find out. No, it was actually related to food poisoning. So you can go and explore stuff. On Steam, you can get trophies such as on PSN. So let's see what we have here. We have a deck of cards.
Better take these cards. It looks like a long day of solitaire for me.
And what's interesting is that I remember stuff. I remember stuff when I was playing this for the first time when I was a kid, when I got it. So happy. I love this game. It made me love things like the living, like Day of the Dead, celebrated mainly in Mexico, in Aztec tradition. Over here you see everyone's skulls, and aesthetically it's beautiful. The art is beautiful, and I love ever since this I love skulls and but like more like Halloween stuff. So this is Ava, the secretary. She's pretty nice. Let's see. And this bubble means you can talk to this person.
Buenos dias.
Manny, why aren't you at the poisoning?
And another thing that's interesting about this game is that it resembles like choice-making games, more like it's unidirectional, so it's not like anything you choose will change the outcome. But
What
you can
poisoning?
have conversations with the characters.
Poisoning that everybody's at but you. Why do I send out memos if nobody reads them?
So yeah, there's a massive poisoning happening.
Where was the
and
poisoning again?
Everyone has
Just
to go
ask your driver for crying out loud.
get
He'll know.
their clients to make a deal. And
Any
that's
messages for me?
basically
Besides the one about
people like
the
Manny
poisoning?
are working here
Yeah.
to
I
to
only
do,
have one other
um,
message for you, Manny.
get
I'm
rid
not
of their
your
debt,
secretary. I
um,
don't take your messages.
because it's
so
so
get
many
it through your
thing-
thick
there's so
skull
many
and
wrong
stop forwarding
things.
your phone to me.
All right. But that sounded more like 4
I'm just
messages
waiting
to
for
me.
them to finish talking. It's very awkward. But yeah, basically they have to finish. They have to be able to pay back their debt by doing services. Anyways,
Well, I gotta go hit the bricks.
Okay, you show those bricks a lesson.
the last option is always about getting out of the conversation. There are different items that you can have. can select
This
and
deck
keep.
of cards is a little frayed around the edges. Then again, so am I. And I've got
You
fewer
can hold
suits.
items, and depending of some things might interact. So like you can use the deck of cards, for example, to punch in holes because
Manny,
it's fun.
what are you doing?
Just marking cards, honey.
Because it's fun punching holes in the card.
Any more holes and it would fall apart.
So true. Okay, so that's one thing. Let's put that card back. We might need it later on. Everything's so classy. I love the music. It's very jazzy. The years, it's like the 20s, 40s kind of thing. I love it. Everything seems to be fine. I think it's more in 40s, and you'll see once we get to visit the land of the living. Let's get out over here and see what's happening over here. Okay, alright, get out. You can double click to run. I think so. Is he running? No. Anyways, you can press shift basically to run. That kind of does the job as well. So there's a carnival happening. It's the day of the living. It's funny. It's the opposite of our lives because we celebrate the day of the dead. This is the day of the living. And there's a clown making
Hey,
balloons.
what's going down, clown?
Back off, suit. I'm practicing.
Practicing what?
Wringing your neck. What does it look like?
Throughout the whole game, there's a bunch of humor like this integrated. So yeah, let's try. So like, oh, some festival, huh?
Some festival, huh?
Yeah, pretty busy. My carpal tunnel syndrome's really acting up.
But you don't have any tendons.
Yeah, well, you don't have a tongue, but that doesn't seem to shut you up now, does it?
Can I walk through your tent? I want to see the parade.
Well, walk through someone else's tent.
One thing
alright?
that really
Do I look
frustrated
like
me as a kid and
turnstile
still
to
does
you?
is that I'm not able to visit the festival that's happening on the other side. And when I was playing this game, I was always trying to go around and trying to find a way
Twist me up one of them, huh, fella?
to
Yeah.
kind of break the
Twist
game and
this,
go around.
alright?
Never been able. But it kind of sucks. But it's okay, you know. Let's just carry this clown.
Bang! Popped another one. Lousy, bony fingers.
So it's so rich in content that you really want to like visit other
Bet
parts
you
of
can't
town
do it,
where you
Cat.
can.
Shows what you
And
know, buddy.
I
can
spent
do
so many
anything.
hours as a
I
kid
can
just
do
trying to get
birds,
to those spots
amphibians,
and
famous poets.
never
Go ahead.
succeeding.
Name one.
But in the deleted pictures, basically, you can
Kingo?
actually
That's
see
my specialty.
Manny being on the other side. So he does actually go there,
Ta-da!
but not in the game itself. We need one of those, and we need worms.
Some of my finest work. Don't you think, Sparky?
So it's
My kid wants another balloon animal.
Jeez. What now?
he wants a
A
dead
dead
worm.
Heck, that's easy.
We need two of those. Like I said, like, it's so funny. I remember so much from this game.
That's not
I
what
pretty much
balloons
know
are
how
for.
to go around. And there's a part in the game, which will be in a later episode, that I always get stuck, and everyone else gets stuck. It's like the worst part of the game that kind of makes you want to
My
quit.
kid wants another balloon
I've seen some
animal.
people online spending over
Jeez,
2
what
days
now?
trying to solve the puzzles, but everything else,
Do you have any more dead worms back there?
everything else
Well,
seems to
sure.
be pretty straightforward and fun and entertaining. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's get, oops. Let's get some bread because we like bread.
Since I really didn't get to celebrate the festival this year, I think I'm entitled to a little pan de muertos.
You are. Get some more bread.
I'll just take a little more bread to honor the dead.
You never know what you need bread for. It's funny, they cannot eat food
I'll just
because
take a
they're full
little
of
more
bones,
bread
but
to honor the dead.
they do also drink in this game, which is pretty weird. Alright, let's head back. And then we're going to go meet our driver, Gladys. He's a very interesting character, actually. Many of these characters remain there throughout the game. If they seem minor, well, it's interesting. Just keep in mind you will see them again at some point in the game. There are some things that are less obvious about the game, like for example, like there's an elevator here, but in the original one it was kind of weird. I don't remember if there was a mouse, so you pretty much won't see it. Sorry if it's bugging a little bit right now. It's due to recording at the same time, but I'll eventually get to fix that. Okay, let's go meet Gladys. So there are the people who die, who lose their skin, become bones,
Service.
and then you have this. You get full-fledged demons.
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't expect... Sales agents usually don't come over to this part of the garage.
Alright.
I'm Calavera. Manny Calavera.
My name's Gladys. I don't get many visitors. Hey! I got a message for a Mr. Calavera. Your driver said that Mr. Hurley said that he could have the rest of the day off.
Domino sent my driver home?
Yeah, wasn't that nice?
There's enough bad luck that could happen to Manny Calavera.
Hey, you a driver?
Me? Ha! No. No. I don't ride them, just wrench them.
Looks like I need a new driver.
Oh! I would agree with that. Yes, you do.
You want to be
So
my
many parts of
replacement
the
driver?
game is just to click the right decisions and stuff.
no.
There's many
Sorry,
action scenes,
can't.
although you won't
Rules.
have, I think 2 major ones if I remember well.
Come on, Gladys. I need you to be my driver.
No, I can't. I'm too big.
Oh, of course you are too big. No, it's just that everything is just
You're
too
not
small.
too big. The cars are just too small.
Yeah, those dang compact cars. Hey, that gives me an idea. I could alter your car just a bit with just a quick
just a
torch job
little
to let
bit.
out the
That's it.
seams,
That's all
you
we
know?
need.
But I'm not allowed to modify the cars without a work order from upstairs. I could lose my job.
A
Oh,
work order, huh?
Yeah. I can't torch anything bigger than a cigarette without one of these signed by the boss himself.
no
Hey,
problem.
that's my line. Getting people to sign. Back in a snap.
Yeah, too small. I'm not too big. Everything around here is just too small.
It is. All right. So now we need to make get a permit for Gladys
That
to
won't help it get signed.
get signed. Sorry, we need to get paperwork signed for Gladys, but the boss won't allow it, and I wanted to show why. He just won't, and you'll know why now. So we'll just go out over here. Alright, so now we're outside. All the Aztec architecture, pretty interesting. Kind of shows like it's not too bad to live there. I always wondered what this was until eventually I got to that point.
Hello?
Yeah, we'll get to that after. That actually is something. Okay, I want to use this. So this is just like, you know, casually hanging on the side of the building. You know, just for a festival. And here we go in our boss's office. I recommend not to do that in your own daily life. But heck, if you're dead, what does it matter, really?
It looks like Don's rigged his computer to automatically answer his intercom.
Now, when I was young, I didn't like to read, not even if it was 3 words. So I did this back and forth so many times. But what we need is this one. I don't even need to read it because it would tell me what it is.
I'll just change his auto response here.
Ah, cripes, Ava, just sign it yourself, will you?
So
I'm
funny.
busy.
So funny, like the boss made an automated message done for him, and exactly in his own words and stuff, so that no one really, you know, finds out that he's not really in the office. It makes you wonder what he's doing. Not doing his job, definitely not. And thus, you have to pay the consequences, right? Not being responsible. So now, I just skipped a huge part of the game, basically, that you didn't get to see. We're just going to go back up.
What is that horrible squeaking noise you're making?
New shoes.
Of course. Bread. Here we go. And I really need to sign.
Eva, I really need the boss to sign this work order.
I'll give it a shot.
And guess what?
Mr. Copel, Mr. Calavera has something out here that he says he needs your signature on.
We have
Ah,
these
cripes,
beautiful
Ava, just sign
cutscenes,
it yourself, will you? I'm
very
busy.
cinematic for the game.
You'll have to excuse him, Manny. It's probably a really hard crossword.
And now we're
puzzle
getting
he's
to
got
the
in
part of the
there
game I
today.
love a lot, and it's when
Eva, I'm
we get to
impressed.
visit the
I had
land
no
of
idea
the
you had
living.
this kind of power.
Well, we all
It's
have
pretty
our
interesting.
secrets.
I was very, very excited when this happened because it was like bringing supernatural in the real world. And look at Manny, so such a gentleman firing. Let's hear it for Eva. All right, that's like his work clothes. That's how he goes to work. I guess the cars are still too small.
Hey, I look good in this, don't I?
Yeah, well, they say black is slimming.
I'm driving.
Okay, so pay very well-intentioned people's faces. It's like cut paste from newspapers, clippings and stuff, and all these signs that make no sense in any direction.
Por favor. I could have walked faster than this. Híjole, I'm gonna miss the poisoning.
Imagine such a massive poisoning happening in the U.S. And look, here we go. It's so creepy. They actually look scarier than the skulls, and that's Dominic.
Domino.
Oh, sorry, Domino. And it's my favorite scene.
The living still give me the creeps.
It's great that the Steam you can take screenshots, kind of like the Miiverse. So there's a burger, and this always gets me hungry when I see this. So let's go there.
I have to say, this food looks pretty good.
It does.
I can't reap hamburger. Cows are a whole other bureau, not to mention the lettuce.
And look at this. Favorite part.
It's the fear of death that makes monsters of us all.
Yeah, look at that face. I don't know what she's doing with the middle finger over here. Like, she's like, come over here. Come on. And then there's the cop. So,
Scaring the living is technically against the rules, but we all do it.
I think they cannot see the demons, but they can see the skulls. And I'm wondering why no one's anything.
If I scare them to death, then they'll become a customer. But I'll get nailed with a conflict of interest rap.
The biggest question is, there's a dead person right over here while it's moving, and no one's doing anything. Just pretty. Like, they are like smiling, like
Psst, it's me, Death. I'll see you soon, okay?
I don't understand. Like, why are they just smiling? Someone just died of a poisoning from their food which hasn't been touched, and they're just okay with this.
I know you can't hear me, but try to feel what I'm about to say deep down in your soul. Don't eat the gazpacho.
Okay guys, we're gonna end this game over here. I hope you liked it. If you did, then subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Grim Fandango Remastered.